this is Lauren Fulgham at ExpertSportsPerformance.com, working with highly driven, motivated athletes on having more focus, confidence, the ability to effectively deal with distractions when competing for consistent high performance. Today's topic is winning the Ryder Cup means being able to stay focused under pressure. Think about the last time you were in a situation where the heat was on, you were really under pressure, you were feeling it, and your performance just didn't work out like you anticipated. You went back to some old behaviors. Don't even know where they came from, but you were doing some of that old stuff. Maybe it was technical, maybe it was mindset. But when that happens and you go back to the old stuff, your performance just ends up suffering. That happened recently with the U.S. men's team during the Ryder Cup. They were playing golf great those first couple days, and then that third day, they couldn't maintain their energy. The European team rallied, and the European team went home with the cup. Now, what's really interesting about this event is that there's double the pressure on the golfers playing, and there's absolutely no money involved in it. Zero money. It's all about just performance and who's going to win the trophy. Now, the U.S. team, we know all those golfers have sports psychologists that they're working with. But they weren't able to take the strategies that they've used with their sports psychologists and keep them in play. So let's look at some tips that you can use as a trump card for being able to maintain high performance under pressure. Let's start off with the first one. Stress. So when you're in that pressure situation, I want you to be able to have a game plan that's flexible enough to really accommodate for that extra stress that you're feeling, being able to maintain focus in those high pressure moments. And think about, what would that game plan be for you that would be flexible enough to be able to really keep you focused, keep you steady during the high pressure moments. After that, silence. What I want you to do is silence your inner critic, silence your mind, and just trust your body knows what you have to do. You've practiced for hours. You probably have practiced for years or months if you're an elite athlete. So really learn how to quiet your mind, get quiet, trust your body, and let your body do its job. After silence, staying cool. Staying cool means having a game face. Game face is about being able to control your emotions, because when you can maintain control, really stay present, stay focused, and not let the lows as well as the highs unnerve you, you're going to have more consistent, better performance. After that, swagger. Your swagger goes hand in hand with your game face and staying cool. Your swagger is really about find your swagger. Find your way to really be able to stay cool, be able to be tall, be able to maintain that confidence and have it come through you. It's like faking it until you make it. So even if you're not feeling it, have that presence around you in your posture, in your walk, and how you show up, showing confidence all the way through. After that, sight. I want you to pick a really narrow target. Instead of having a broad range of where you might want things to go or what you're looking at, really narrow your target and really have a very narrow target and sight of what you're looking for. So instead of going and looking at what you're trying to avoid, you want to focus on that pinpoint place of where you want to go. And that's what I want you to set your sights on. Then, slow down. When you're feeling the pressure, when you're feeling the stress, the heat's on, I want you to slow down and maintain an even tempo. That's really hard to do. I know all the time I hear from athletes about how they lose their tempo, how they speed up, how they feel rushed. And it's not anybody else rushing them. They're rushing themselves. How does that happen for you where you lose your tempo? So what can you do to slow down, maybe have a keyword or something to get you back in your tempo, because when you're in your tempo, when you're in your rhythm, when you're following your game plan, you're going to have better results than when you're rushing yourself. After that, score. So often I talk with athletes about once they become aware of the score, they're out of the zone. They're not focused anymore. All of a sudden they're thinking about how they're ahead and they have to maintain that lead, or how they have to come from behind in order to be able to stay in the standings. I want you to let go of the score, because you can't really control it anyway, and focus on what you can control, which is your attitude and your technique. Those are the only two things you can focus on, is attitude, technique, execution. So focus on those things, letting go of the score, having it go in the background. Shut out. Okay, what I want you to shut out is anybody that wants to give you meaningful technological advice about what you should do with your grip, about what you should do with your stance, about how you should approach the ball. Whatever it is, don't listen to anybody else's technological advice, because what they're going to do is throw you off course. You're going to begin to second guess yourself. It's going to chip away at your confidence, and then your performance will suffer. So shut out anybody's well-meaning advice at that point. You know what to do. I trust you. Trust yourself, and you know you can work it out. After that, stay strong. That means that no matter where you are as far as standings in the competition, stay strong, play full out, be fully committed until it's game over. That means even if there's no chance of you winning the tournament, the race, whatever it might be for you, I want you to be fully in it, playing full out, doing your best each and every moment until it's game over. If you wimp out and say, why should I put any more effort into it? I'm not going to win anyway. You're going to do that consistently over and over and over yourself. That's giving yourself an out. That's not okay if you have a really big vision of where you want to go. So stay strong until game over. And what I want you to do for yourself is think about, how can you really stay cool under pressure? What's that going to be for you? And the best way to do it is really to practice for pressure. Don't practice with all the easy stuff, no pressure. Figure out how you can put pressure on yourself in order to really learn how to stay focused, stay in the moment, and work through those pressure moments so that you can really be a clutch player. I want you to take each one of these 9 tips and rank them. How strong are you on each one from 0 to 5? 0 being not strong whatsoever, 5 being way to go. And then decide which one do you want to work on first that's going to give you the most benefits with the least amount of effort. Start out there, get one going, feel strong about it, then go on to the next one. Follow these 9 tips and you're going to be a clutch player, being able to keep your head in the game, rising up to the challenge, and having really amazing performance. You're going to just surprise yourself. I look forward to hearing your comments, your input, what you've taken away from today's training. My focus is to teach athletes how to stay cool in the heat of the moment. Once again, let me know what you think about it. Go ahead and post your comments. Lauren Fogelman, ExpertSportsPerformance.com.